morning. What day is it today? It's Wednesday. I'm frazzled. You have to excuse me. So, yeah, last night I had a bit of a meltdown. It was a rough day working. It was a good day. I didn't expect it to be a good day. Tuesdays typically are not, but it was a good day. And it worked me hard. And I had a bit of a meltdown last night and had to call my boyfriend to calm me down, talk me off the ledge, so to speak. Not literally, just figuratively. And I was able to sleep well. And then this morning I have a fresh new look on everything. And I'm trying to get that whole look off of me right now so I can go back to work. But I was feverishly working in here this morning because I have to have progress. And as you can see, I put red sky at night all up on the wall in the progress it currently is. And I typically don't talk about updates first, but I'm going to in this case because I wanted this up on the wall because I wanted to see it and what it all looked like all together. And then I can work on, then I'll take it down and we'll put up Ode to National Parks and talk about that next. So this is by week. So we're in week 4 right now, which is due the end of the day today because tomorrow I've got a whole new set of assignments. They're all, pretty much of my own accord. I'm trying to follow her schedule with Tales of Cloth. I'm trying to keep up with that and do all the other things that I'm doing. And so far I'm good. I have just a couple blocks left to do here for this last week. So we have up here the Baton Rouge EPP block from week 1, blocks 2, the Irish chain, block 3, the checkerboard. And these are all old-fashioned, traditional quilt blocks from back in the day and antique tile. So I'm making like one of every little type of block that she designed or put in this quilt. So then for week 2, we have the Bridal Bouquet EPP, my favorite block so far. We have the Building Blocks block. We have the Far West block. We have the Shoe Fly block and the Split 9 patch. So that's week 2. All done. 1, 2. Week 3, we have the Castle Wall EPP block. So in week 1, I didn't have to do block 1 if you're doing the EPP along with it. Those you didn't have to do that one. I'm not sure what the reason was, probably because of the number of blocks you need to complete the quilt. You need to remove 1. So that one didn't get done. So that's why there's only 3 blocks here. Otherwise, there's 4 blocks every week. And so the Castle Wall EPP block was for week 3, which was the week of September 27th. And then we have the Ribbon Quilt block, the Old Maids Puzzle block, the Wild Geese block, and the Spider block. So that was week 3. Week 4, I'm currently working on. This is the state of my Diamond Star, which hasn't changed since yesterday. I kept forgetting to take it downstairs with me. So when I did have time to work on it, and then I was too lazy to walk the stairs to come and get it. So, it gets to be like that sometimes. Thank you, Lori. Yeah, aren't they colorful? So cool to know. These are Pam Buddha fabrics, and this is called 19th Century Sparklers. And I am using a white on white that I got at Joann's as the background. And I also did block 13, the turn dash block. So I still have the Greek cross, this one down here. I've got all the pieces set aside to get those cut and ready to piece. The Prairie Queen block and the Jacob's Ladder block left to do for tomorrow. You know, and if I don't get to it till the weekend, I don't. But I'm working on it. We're working on it. So this is where we are today, and this is what it looks like. I was very curious when I got up this morning. I'm like, what does it all look like? And then that just got me motivated to continue piecing blocks. So I pieced this one, I cut and pieced this one, and I cut and pieced this one this morning. So, and they're very simple to put together. So the next one shouldn't be very hard either. So that's where that stands. So let me put this back in its bin, and then I had to pin that one to the wall. I didn't think it'd stay. Make sure that goes back downstairs with me so I can work on it. All right, so, let's see. Put these back in some sort of order here, I guess. I could figure it out. There's still not that many blocks, but I thought that was really cool to see it all together with all the scrappiness and make sure and it's not the order in which the blocks will go in the quilt, but I thought it looked really cool. All right, so let's put that away. I still have to try to keep organized. Okay, so I did a little something else this morning. So remember I talked about my block 3 with Pat Sloan, things to do block, and how I didn't like it because you can't really tell what it is. Where is the front of it? I don't even see. I don't even know. So you can't even really tell what it is. So I redid it in the idea that I thought would work. And now it looks like this. A little better. I used the really dark green in this one. It's kind of almost a black. That green is so dark with a green cross-like thing on it. And I apologize, my lighting is horrible, but so this one's going into the parts bin. Or I could use it for pieces, I suppose, for this, but so let's put these blocks up here. So this is block 1. Make sure I'm putting him up in the right order. This is block 2. There's block 3. And then block 4, now that it is complete. Because we got block 5 today, which is called Unique Parks, and it is a tree. Yay! I love tree blocks. So I'm going to use this handy little dandy sheet that Pat showed us. So the other thing while I'm talking about this handy dandy little sheet, and it's reminding me, I had a couple people ask about the London Town sampler, the tree blocks that are due for that. The two of them, one is reversed without a bird. And Pat talked about mocking up something like this for herself so that she could make sure she reversed them correctly and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to do the same thing. I have not done it yet. I have to do something like that because I'm going to get lost. I haven't done it yet, but as soon as I have, I will provide it. And unfortunately, it might be later rather than sooner because of the time that I have available to sit down and do it. And the priority of my project assignments, that's not due till Wednesday. So I've still got like 4 days to work on it. And it will probably be until the weekend before I get to it. So hopefully Monday I'll have something. Tuesday, because it's not due till Thursday. I feel a little stressed because of my situation, but it's only temporary. I'm halfway there, so I just have to get through the weekend and down a little bit next week. So I'm feeling a little light at the end of the tunnel. I've just got to make up for the past couple of weeks. That's all. So, all right. So I need to select fabrics for this week's tree. And this is what I have left. These are the ones that I've already used. And I really want to try not to use the same ones in this block either. But if, you know, I need to, I need to. But they're here. So this is what I've got. And as I look at this bin, I've got some pinks and reds. See, and you can't even see them. Hang on. The lighting is so bad. It's a very nice blocks on the wall. I see a lot are doing Christmas fabrics and all the holidays and camping, and those blocks, I just don't know how many pieces of fabric or them to go with. Okay. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that too. The only reason I'm actually using this fabric selection, which is Kim Deal Quiet Grace, is because I bought this on my recent trip to Colorado. I went to the Canyonlands, and in their gift shop, they had this. So I bought it in honor of this. And so what I thought is that this would become my backing fabric, kind of my quote label. And so that these fabrics look like they went with it. So that's why I bought this fabric bundle. And I'm really kind of happy that I did. I like it. It all seems to like blend together, and it won't look odd sitting on the back either, I suppose. All right, so I've got reds and pinks, a pink. I've got a couple of grays. So these were kind of like the first things I saw that looked like they might work, because I have used green in this one, and this one. So I kind of want to just stay away from that. So going on Pat Sloan's suggestion this morning, I thought I'd use one of these darker reds as the trunk of my tree. Now this one has a little bit of a bright pinkish in it, but I could outline the quilt panel with the blocks. That would be really hard, but we can certainly try, because I still have to put the sashings and stuff too. So they might work because they seem to be about the same size. We'll have to see, but I'm thinking more of a all over quilt from, what do you call it? The word is escaping me at the moment. An all over same quilt design. So we'll see what that brings us, but I'm thinking one of these two for the trunk, or both. I kind of like this one. And then mix in the others with these grays, if that makes sense for the leaves. Or do a gray trunk with red leaves, but I don't know. I think I want the heavier color on the bottom. That's my theory. Kind of go with this kind of color scheme. Otherwise, the other options I have is I do have a blue and aqua, but they're the only two that I have. I'd have to try to mix them in with something else in my bin that I have used. And I don't even have any more blue and aquas in there. So otherwise, there's just greens left and a black. There is one more brown. And then there is a black berry. And these two darker greens. And then these other greens. That one's a little bit more bluey, and the other two are more of a really bright, nice green. So I think I'm going to hold off on the greens for now, since I do have green. This is more of a teal, I suppose. There's green here and green here. So I think I want to stay away from the green right now. And I think, what order do these go into? Let's put them in the order in which they're supposed to go. So we've got one. Let's do this. Lift this up because they're going in rows of 3. And this one here is number 2. So I need my sashing in there. And this is number 3. And then this one here is number 4. And then throw this color scheme up there. Yeah, I'm thinking, ooh. So now, the other thing is that I wasn't going to use a background, right, in the box. I was going to use one of the fabrics as a background. So one of the grays would have to be the background. And I don't know that I want to go stripes, because that'll bother me that I'm not lining up stripes. Ooh, but it's not, it wouldn't be that difficult. Here, 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 and then in all of these. Or we just go with this as the background. And then this will just be, we just do this. I think I have to throw this in with some of the half square triangles just to kind of break it up a little bit. Let it marinate. Quilting on, I think you're right, because I'm kind of struggling at the moment. But I'm going to put this pile together and work on that. Ooh, I could. I'm looking. I see this one too. I've used it before in here, very sparingly though. So I could throw that in there instead of this pink. I think I like that idea better. So I'm going to put this pile of fabrics aside, and I will work on getting those ready. This assignment is due on Tuesday next week in time for the next block, block 6. So there we are. Okay, I at least have some sort of a start. Oh my goodness, I'm pooped. So let me set this aside for a moment. And this will have to get on a board. It's behind there. So for tomorrow, the assignments are Red Sky at Night and Hot Cocoa Christmas Mystery are due tomorrow evening. So I need to cut and piece that block for the Hot Cocoa Christmas Mystery, and that pile of fabric is right here. I pulled it directly from the kit, from the fabric swatches on the pattern. So I will either be working on this project tomorrow, or I'll be working on Red Sky at night to finish those last few blocks. I've got all my fabrics right here that need cutting. These are for the next blocks. These are for the current one. So I just need to cut these out for the next block on the list. So I may be working on either one or both of these projects tomorrow during our sew along. I'm not missing that because I need that time. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. There's no assignment. London Town would normally happen on Thursdays, but we talked about that yesterday. And I have those fabrics yet to cut and get ready to piece for next Thursday's next assignment. So that's the plan for tomorrow, is to sew along, and I'll work on one of those 2 blocks or both. All right, I'll set this aside. And that's about all I have for an update for you guys today. I am like really hungry. And I'm going to go have lunch. I've been snacking on crackers and they're just not helping. I haven't eaten a whole lot in the last few days, but because I've been so busy. So I'm going to have a good lunch, and then I'm going to go to work, and then we'll see if I can get it. I highly doubt I'll get anything done again this evening, but tomorrow morning I might. Tomorrow morning, when I get up between 3 and 5, I'll get a lot of work done like I did this morning. And so maybe I'll just be working on Hot Cocoa Mystery because I want Red Sky at Night to be priority for whatever reason. It's my favorite. I really like this too. I can't wait to get the next assignment. So, but that's where we're standing today. And I will see you here again tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Bring a project. We're going to sew for at least an hour minimum, but I'm good to go for quite a while because I have a lot of things to do. So if we need to, I at least want to get to work at 1 o'clock at the latest Central Standard Time. So I just need time to have a lunch and stuff. So I'll make sure I eat breakfast so I'm sustained and bring a drink and maybe a snack if I need to. But come here tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time and we will sew together. All right. Have a good day, you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Love you. Bye. Thanks for being here. I love your advice.